Hey, what's up everyone? Today I'm going to be making a tier list ranking all of Ben's aliens from Ben 10. Alright, starting off we have Wakatrout. He's like below human level, alright? Next up we have Gray Matter. He's like below human level, but he like bent a pipe, so that's like more than I think Wakatrout can do. Next up we got Jury Rig. He's like human level. I mean, with his weapons he's cool and all, but if you just drop him in like an empty room, he's basically just a dude. Next up we have Nanomech. He's street level because he like destroyed some incursion blasters. That's basically all the weak characters. Now we get to the mountain level characters, which is basically just everyone. Because I'm not sure if you know this, but like everyone in Ben 10 like scales off one another, except for these four bozos over here. But starting off we have Stinkfly. He's only here, he's like mountain level, but he's only here because he survived an attack from Bug Lizard. Yeah, he's not really that strong. Next up we have Water Hazard. He did okay against Bug Lizard. I mean, he overpowered Captain Nemesis, which is kind of crazy. Next we have Shock Squatch. You know, Shock Squatch seems strong, but it took him a lot of effort to beat Bug Lizard. Then we get Wild Mutt. Giga Chad. He just kind of grapples Bug Lizard, easily beats him. Then we have Chameleon, because Prisoner 775 like beat Wild Mutt. Then we have Ultimate Wild Mutt, because he beat Prisoner 775 with like no effort. Alright, then we have like the Red Ninja. I'm not gonna rank this dude, screw him. Alright. Why is he here? Then we have Snarrow. He's able to fight the wolf creature in the original series. Speaking of which, next up we have Blitzwolfer. Blitzwolfer is here because he beat the Forever Ninja, who's like comparable to Rook. Then we have Crash Hopper. Now, Crash Hopper beat one of the mummies, which is the same species as Snarrow. And, so he's here. Because he did a way better job against a mummy than one of the wolf creatures did. Then we have Wildvine. Wildvine did, like, really good against one of the mummies. Then we have Eye-Guy. Now, Eye-Guy took a hit from someone who took a hit from Rad. Rad beating Krujo, who's a Laboan, like, easily. Next up, we have Fishstrick. Fishstrick being very comparable to Rook. Basically, like, if the Forever Ninja was comparable to him, Fishstrick is, like, really comparable. Like, he's, like, almost there. Then we have Blocks. Blocks was able to contain Liam, who is the same species as Kickenhawk, who kind of demolished Fishstrick. Then we have Gutrot. One of the alternate universe Gutrots was the melting Blocks, so he should be stronger than Blocks. Then we have Kickenhawk. Kickenhawk is stronger than Liam, and he absolutely fondled Fishstrick. Then we have Molestache. Now, Molestache beat Fishstrick even quicker than Kickenhawk did. Oh, we actually have Rook. I threw Rook on here, just so you can see where he's at. Like Blitzwolfer over here beat the Forever Ninja, who's comparable to Rook, but Rook also beat the Forever Ninja, like, hella easily. He beat Fishstrick too, but he actually had some trouble with that. And, yeah, this is where he lies. Then we get Upgrade. Upgrade straight up fought Rook and just beat him. Then we have Ditto. Like, Ditto beat Fishstrick, like no difficulty, like negative difficulty. He's definitely able to beat, like, Rook. Because, like, 3 Dittos were able to beat Fishstrick, and he can just make more of himself, too. Then here's where we have Kevin, my boy Kevin. Now, I put Kevin as high up as I could due to him sending Ultimate Humongousaur flying. Oh my god. Unfortunately, this is about where he caps out. Like, you gotta keep in mind, Kevin is basically the Vegeta of this series. He shows up to lose. Goop. Goop did crazy well against Swampfire. Speaking of which, Swampfire, like, demolished Kevin. Big Chill. Big Chill beat Swampfire. Then we have Fast Track. You know, Fast Track, like, is like one-shotting Esoterica. Big Chill is not. Big Chill is struggling a little. I mean, sure, Kevin is also like one-shotting Esoterica, but I'm saying like Fast Track's taking out like whole groups of them. Big Chill's struggling against whole groups of them. Brainstorm. Brainstorm beat Big Chill. Astrodactyl. Astrodactyl, like, when he fought like Albedo's Brainstorm, they basically tied, but Astrodactyl did a little better. Echo beat Brainstorm. Jet Ray beat Echo. Spider Monkey beat Jet Ray. Bullfrag. Now, Atea, like, bodied Spider Monkey, and Bullfrag is the same species as Atea, so I'm giving it to him. I think he could do the same thing. Armadillo. Now, Armadillo, right? Armadillo is very comparable to Diamond Head when fighting Slampede. Accelerate. Accelerate did more damage to Luma than Armadillo did. Armadillo doing, like, no damage. We have, like, OG Vilgax. OG Vilgax. Like, young Vilgax. He literally just beat Accelerate. Now, this is about where Diamond Head would be without using any of his crazy, like, big attacks. In Artiguana, well, Ben 23 is, like, Freeze Lizard, beat, like, the 23-dimension version of Tetrax. So Artiguana should be, like, that Diamond Head level, like, base Diamond Head, not using, like, his crazy attacks. Then Buzzshock. Buzzshock, like, one-shot 6'6", who's very comparable to Tetrax, with the two being rivals. Forearms. Forearms, like, barely beat Luma, and Luma is someone who bodied, like, half the people on this list beneath him. Ultimate Spider Monkey. Ultimate Spider Monkey barely beats Forearms. Spitter. Spitter just, like, consistently just overpowers people that Forearms is struggling with. But he doesn't really do that much damage, but I'll give it to him. Ball Weevil. Ball Weevil, like, one-shot Luma. Also, if enough matter, he can even beat Taku Stars, so yeah, like, don't mess with Ball Weevil. Let me tell you something! Raph is better than Ball Weevil, bro. This man, one-shot Luma. Alright, one-shot. Alright, then I got the worst. Like, you know, the worst literally fought an Apoplexian. And sure, he's just getting whooped until the dude passes out, but he did it! He beat an Apoplexian. He just stood there and took the beating until the dude passed out. But still, it's a victory. He outlasts Wrath. I'm gonna do Kyber on here. You know, I just gotta respect the boy. Kyber beat Wrath in that dumb Looney Tunes skit thing. Pesky Dust. Yo, Kyber is scared of Pesky Dust, bro. Pesky Dust messed Kyber up. Topic. You know, base Humongosaur fought Siphon when he had that, like, energy thing, and he wasn't doing anything. Topic, on the other hand, he got Siphon out of there. He got him out of there. And then we get Humongosaur. Yeah, I think Topic is better than, like, base Humongosaur. But, you know, Humongosaur can grow, like, 6 times bigger. Not to mention, you know, Humongosaur is better than, he's stronger than Forearms. Lodestar. You know, Lodestar, he ripped apart that, like, Nalgene toy thing in Busybox when Humongosaur wasn't even scratching that thing. Ripjaws. You know, don't underestimate the boy. Don't underestimate the boy. You don't want to get bit by that. Alright? Like, let's talk about Ripjaws for a second. Magister Patalidae was able to hurt Phil. Phil being someone who was kind of messing up Frankenstrike. And Frankenstrike is strong. Speaking of which, Frankenstrike. This man is a menace. Did you see what Victor did to Kevin? Victor, like, one-shot Kevin, and Frankenstrike should be comparable to Victor. Heat Blast, on the other hand, got Victor out of there. He got him gone. And then we have, like, OG Kevin 11. Should be stronger than Heat Blast at the very least. Then we have this hybrid version of Kevin from Omniverse. Literally just a better mutation, said so himself. Kevin straight up says it's better himself. Vampire. You know, Vampire doesn't do a lot, but Transil was, like, bullying Victor and that mummy dude at the same time. So Vampire should be able to do the same. Energy, like, one-shot Heat Blast. Upchuck. Both of them. Upchuck beat Leander, who should be comparable to Energy since he straight up has his DNA and powers. Chroma Stone. Chroma Stone did better than Energy against Gwen. Mutant Kevin, you know, the Alien Force transformation. He just kind of messed Chroma Stone up. I'm not gonna lie to you. He just literally just got that man out of there. Got him out. He's regretting it. Terra Spin. Terra Spin did better than Chroma Stone against Gwen. Ultimate Big Chill. Ultimate Big Chill easily beating Galapagus, who's the same species as Terra Spin. Then we have Gwen. Gwen beat Terra Spin better than Ultimate Big Chill did. Then we have Serpent. Man, screw this guy, but this guy was really messing up Gwen, bro. Gwen and Kevin couldn't beat this guy for over an hour, bro. That's embarrassing. Oh my god. Then we have Agrigor. What? You are not Agrigor. Then we have Amphibian. Now, Amphibian was able to briefly match Agrigor, who had just one-shot Gwen. Then Cannonbolt, the boy, the rotund boy himself, the man, the myth, the legend, bro. This guy took care of Serpent like it was nobody's business, man. It was like, oh, that guy was weak.
That didn't take long.
We've been fighting that guy for over an hour.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. OG Vilgax. OG Vilgax. Straight up just stronger than Cannonbolt. Ultimate Cannonbolt. So he just Cannonbolt but stronger. Sunder. Why is nobody giving Sunder respect, bro? I am tired of nobody talking about this dude. This dude was messing up Ultimate Cannonbolt. Sunder is a menace. Ghost Freak. Literally should be hella comparable to Zascare. I mean, he literally transformed into the man. They're the same dude. And Zascare was absolutely wrecking Vilgax. Speaking of which, we got Omniverse Vilgax right here. He's straight up just like Alien Force Vilgax, but without all the cool powers. But he's about just as strong. Speaking of which, Alien Force Vilgax. Did you see what this man did, Ghost Freak? Did you see that fight? Did you see that fight? Oh my god. Don't forget, Vilgax is him. He's him. Watch Vengeance of Vilgax if you forgot, alright? Ultimate Swampfire. This man beat Vilgax. But not like the boy Diamond Head did. This man did a couple of attacks, crazy attacks that he never did again, and left this man literally like, I yield, out there chilling with his black eye. Man, get out of here. Yeah, come back. Ben owns your planet now. I'm sorry, like that's how the rules work, right? You're competing, winner gets the planets. I think Ben is the owner of Vilgax, you know, but no one ever mentions that. True form Vilgax. He had Ultimate Swampfire scared. Ultimate Humongosaur. This man was throwing hands with Ultimate Kevin. Ultimate Kevin, stronger than Ultimate Agrigor. Plus all that DNA from the watch at the same time? Nah, Ultimate Humongosaur is him. He literally just took the boy Humongosaur and made him Ultimate. Where was I going with that? Feedback. You know, Omniverse really likes to hype up feedback, but this man did like take care of Ultimate Humongosaur in like 2 seconds. Ultimate Kevin. This guy. Yeah, I don't need to talk about him. You get it. You get why. He beat Ultimate Humongosaur. So you know who's next. Ultimate Echo Sonic Doom. You said you weren't gonna hurt him. I lied. Yeah, we all know him. Ultimate Echo. He's him. Omniverse Kevin. Weapon 11. He's literally just Ultimate Kevin, but better. You just imagine Ultimate Kevin, but with more DNA. Yeah, I don't think Ultimate Echo's touching that. Alright. Now things about to get wacky. Yeah, we get Upchuck. Why? Remember when he ate that sun? Remember when he ate like that dwarf star thing back in the OG series? And he like destroyed Mount Rushmore? Yeah, that was like a multi-continental feat. Guy is actually crazy. Monster Kevin from the reboot. Should be comparable to Humongosaur from the reboot, and they're all like multi-continental plus. You're also probably wondering, why am I talking about Kevin from the reboot? Well, you might not have noticed, but this is actually also just a secret ranking every form of Vilgax and every single one of Kevin's mutations video. Yeah, so I'm just throwing those in there. Haha. Yeah, speaking of which, we get Vilgax from the reboot. He's just more impressive than Monster Kevin. He does more than just fight Humongosaur in the reboot. Then we get Omnitrix Vilgax. He's just Vilgax but stronger. Next. We all know who's next. It had to be him. The Gravitack is literally a living planet. Plus he made a black hole that was like threatening the world. That's like large planet level feats, and he should realistically be able to do that at any time, right? Like it's in his kit. Yeah, star level. Edel. You're probably like, what is he cooking? Get him out of the kitchen. Nah, bro. Nah. Edel? This man is a menace. He was throwing hands with Lucubra Vilgax. You sent that man flying. Lucubra Vilgax, who is literally fighting George, who fights the Dagon. You know? plus, he's like, oh, Lacubra Vilgax, you're more than strong enough to beat George and Ben. And I'm like, bro, nah, Edel is him. If it wasn't for us knowing Waybig is stronger than him, this guy would be even higher. I'm sorry, where are the anti-feats? Did you see what this man did to Julie in that Dream episode? Instead of flying like Team Rocket, bruh. Nah. Or what he did to Otto. Yeah. Giant Mechazord robot coming out here looking like Transformers. Man just knocks that guy to his bruh. Nah, Edel's him. Speaking of him, y'all remember when Vilgax became like the size of Waybig in the Primus episode? Yeah, this guy was just squaring up to Waybig. Speaking of Vilgax squaring up to Waybig, y'all remember Alien V from the reboot movie thing? Yeah, this is like almost Waybig level. Speaking of which, Waybig! Yeah, Waybig, yeah, he stopped the incursion ray that blew up Pluto. That's like a dwarf star level feat. So, like, plus he can possibly get up to star level by manipulating cosmic storms. Either way, these guys are in the dwarf star to star ranges. Atomix. Yeah, Atomix, he just has a writer statement saying that he's the second strongest, like better than Waybig. But you know, writer statements should be taken with a grain of salt. They are very contradictory. But there also is another one saying that he can make a fusion cuisine the size of the sun. I mean, that's like the limit that he can do. That should put him star level. And you know what? Him being stronger than Waybig doesn't mean nothing to me. Either way, when he was fighting Malgax and Atomix wasn't strong enough, and Malgax was like, you ain't got no one else that can beat me. If Atomix can't, no one else is. Ben believed him. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of which, Malgax. Stronger than Atomix. Clockwork. Alright, now, Atomic X. He's basically just Atomix, but he can use the powers of Alien X if he wants to. That's how I interpret Atomic X. Maltruant was bullying Atomic X. So, Clockwork used that, like, full potential, stronger than Atomix. Literally, him. But, you know, the way Ben uses it, he's, like, weaker than Water Hazard, bro. Taking damage from Captain Nemesis. Future Kevin. Kevin 11,000. More DNA than Ben. Did you know that? This guy's got over 1 million pieces of DNA in him that he can access at any time. He took a pounding from Waybig and just got up, snapped all his bones back into place, and was like, that's it? Nah. Sir George. I'm putting this guy at solar system level. You'll find out why in a second. But it's really, he's up here because he can fight the Dagon. Alright? Lacubra Vilgax. Stronger than George. Said so by the Dagon himself. Plus, Lacubra was really fighting Edel and George at the same time. Ascalon Vilgax. Now, the sword is only as strong as the wielder, and when Vilgax had the sword, he one-shot Edel, which is something Lacubra Vilgax could not do if he tried, and he did. Ultimate Waybig. This man was like grappling the Dagon. Jesus. Speaking of which, Anodite Gwen. You can also count that as future Gwen, which will be about as strong as your Anodite self. The Dagon was like, you're the strongest, alright? Ben, George, Vilgax, screw him, it's you. Then we get the Dagon. The Dagon is here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, there's solar system level because there's literally just like a writer statement where it's like, can anyone survive an explosion of element X, which can like destroy a solar system? And they were like, probably Ultimate Waybig. So yeah, like if Ultimate Waybig is taking solar system level attacks, he's got to be solar system level, which means everyone who scales around him should be as well. So like the Dagon, Anodite Gwen, these guys, they're all solar system level by that feat. And you would say, oh, that's a writer statement, don't take it at face value. Shut up. It's my video, I'll do what I want. Sorry, sorry, that was rude. Anyway, Dagon Gax. Vilgax, when he got the Dagon's powers, is there just the Dagon plus Vilgax? Ben Vascalon should be stronger than him. Then we get Feedback. Man used the universe like a Kamehameha. That's a high complex multiversal feat. And finally, we have Alien X, the literal bare minimum 5D god. Y'all down at me? Very simply, Contumalia are fifth dimensional creatures. We know this. It's literally stated. Ooh. Skurd was able to use Alien X's DNA to cut through their force field, which is something the Contumalia considered impossible. So bare minimum, he's 5D, which should put him at high complex multiversal. And there we go. Hey, how's it going everyone? It's me from the future. I'm here to let you know that I've updated the list. First things first, it's come to my attention that a lot of the Ben 10 verse has been upscaled, and I'm absolutely here for that. Let's gas them up as much as possible. So, first off, Alien X, and I guess feedback got upscaled to hyperversal due to scaling to those 26 dimensions the Nalgian mentioned.
You only perceive 3 dimensions, is that right?
Yeah? How many are there?
Only 26 that matter.
Alright, perfect, great. A lot of the verse got upscaled to large planetary due to scaling from Ultimate Humongosaur. See, basically Ultimate Humongosaur is able to fight Ultimate Kevin, and Ultimate Kevin should scale to at least 1/10 of every alien from the Omnitrix, including way big, which should put him in these dwarf star level ranges, and Ultimate Humongosaur is only 10 times as strong as Humongosaur, so everyone who scales to Humongosaur is large planetary. Simple enough. Besides that, I've moved some people around and added some characters. For the people I moved around, I put Chromastone above Mutant Kevin because re-looking at the episode where they fought, it becomes pretty clear that while Mutant Kevin is pretty easily handling base Chromastone, when he whips out the beams, it's just too much for Kevin. He can't handle it. He cannot rock with it. He realized he wasn't built for this. And I moved Ultimate Big Chill down because Galapagos was really going easy on him, and also Victor did beat Ultimate Big Chill, so he should reasonably be weaker than Frankenstrike, right? So I also added the reboot aliens since the Ben 10 creator said that Ben Prime, like Ben Classic, should have the aliens that Reboot Ben has. So I decided to throw them onto the list. The scaling chain, in case you're wondering like why they're in this order, Surge sucks. Overflow scales to one of the Weatherheads, so that's like Multi-Continental Plus. These guys scale to all 3 Weatherheads at the same time, so Moon level. Humongosaur beat Monster Kevin. Bashmouth beat Humongosaur. Slapback beat Bashmouth. Bashmouth is also equal to Wrath, and Vilgax fought Wrath and Ben at the same time, and Gax should scale to him. Shockrock, on the other hand, was able to beat Vilgax and the Weatherheads at the same time, and obviously Anti-Vilgax is just a monster. I also moved some of Kevin's mutations because they should scale to the playlist at that point in time. Like, for instance, these 2 forms of Kevin should scale to way big in some capacity, having 1/10 of his power. And this version of Kevin should scale to Atomic, so I also moved up, and I'll explain that. Now, I guess I'll explain this whole tier. See, these 2 wield Ascalon. George just wields it better than Vilgax. Obviously, Ascalon is way more powerful than this. It's just they don't use it to the best of their ability. Kevin should scale more to Edel than George, because Edel straight up outperformed him, and he should have like 1/10 of Edel, 1/10 of Atomics, 1/10 of way big. You get the idea. Edel, I think we just gotta stop denying it. Edel is a monster. He was scrapping Flakubra Vilgax. Easy! He's a demon. We just gotta accept it. Atomics is stronger than Edel, just verbatim, stated to be a stronger alien. Vilgax, future Vilgax, thought he was capable of fighting. He was prepared for anything Ben could throw at him. I imagine that means Atomics. Kevin had more DNA than Ben 10,000, and he just has the same hype as Vilgax. I'm ready for anything you say for, except he seems like a bigger threat. He just comes off that way. This is Lacubra Vilgax, because the Dagon thought you can handle George and Ben at the same time. That is a crazy statement. Malgax, of course. It's one of those things where it's like, you can't touch me. You can't touch me. He was still scrapping with Edel. Ben was like, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Go ahead. Change it to any alien you wish. It won't do any good.
I don't think I can stop Vilgax.
Ultimate Waybig fought the Dagon. Absolutely insane. Clockwork here, he leaves ripples in time.
A sort of ripple in the time stream that Clockwork causes when he uses his powers.
That's a crazy feat, bigger than anything Ultimate Waybig has. A Maltruant should scale to that. And Gwen is just stated stronger than Ben and George, strongest person on Earth, including Ben and George, and Ben has Clockwork at that point in time. And then, of course, we got the Dagon and Dagon Gax. So, yeah, in short, this is the final list. Updated, I guess. There we go. Alright, guys, be sure to smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.